Mr. Chair, on the subject of gamification, we were just looking at shares of AMC. Obviously, we're talking about Robinhood. I mean, they're on college campuses encouraging students to open accounts. I think giving them maybe it's $15 to do so. You know, I know from personal experience, there's a lot of college students who are trading Bitcoin on their phone, trading in any number of these so-called meme stocks. It's unclear how much they really understand about the markets or the underlying fundamentals. Is that a concern to you?
Well, I think it's a positive that more Americans are investing in the market. But investing for the long run is different than trading daily or trading hour to hour on an app. And I would just say, and you can go to investor.gov and see better details on this at the SEC, but that day trading often lowers your returns. But it's positive that more people are investing. It's better to invest for the long run than try to day trade or even hourly trade.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I got to follow up on this because I believe that some of these apps, let's just say Robinhood, I think they maximize trading and volume, and that does not necessarily align with the customer's incentives. How do we teach the customer that? Well,
I think that we certainly need to do all collectively, the media, the SEC and others, all we can do to help educate the public. Ultimately, the public gets to decide what they invest in. That's our basic bargain. But also, we have the SEC here to try to protect the public. And what we're trying to do in terms of what you just said is if the application, the platform, is maximizing and running an algorithm in the background to maximize their revenues, whether it's a robo-advisor or a trading app, that presents a potential conflict right there. And that's something that Congress long ago said to the SEC to address those conflicts. And disclosure alone may not do it. It may not be good enough to say, hey, we have a conflict, don't worry, we like you too. It's really, we have to address those conflicts and try to help the investing public out.
All right, well, I'm going to be sure about this. We know that Justice Brandeis said that disclosure is the best disinfectant. You are now saying on air that disclosure may not be enough when it comes to the so-called gamification that some of these organizations have. I think that in many ways, Robinhood is no different from DraftKings. If you get $100, if Mahomes scores a touchdown.
We've said this for decades. My predecessors, Republican and Democratic alike, we use the tools in the toolkit that Congress gave us. Congress can change those tools, but those tools include disclosure, really important. But we also are cops on the beat, protecting the public when people are defrauded. And we do address some conflicts more specifically around our rule set. So we have a mix of tools. Disclosure, as Justice Brandeis said, is a very important piece of it, but it's not the only tool.